Hello, slaves! Well, I'm back home from UNO's Big Gay Talent Show. It was a talent show that was tonight, as of filming this video, is December the 3rd. And it was a lot of fun. There was 14 acts in the show. And I was number 9 out of 14. And I was the only stand-up comedy act, so I think I like that aspect, that I kind of felt unique. I did not forget any material, and everything transitioned pretty smoothly. I'd say it was probably my least responsive crowd to date, you know, as compared to Louisiana May and MechaCon, but, you know, I still got a response. I still got some laughs. And I did enjoy it. I did have a good time. I've talked long enough. I know you want to see my routine now. So here is my 3rd live stand-up comedy routine. Subject matter is everything wrong with Christianity. Enjoy! Stanza for sissies. What's up, U-N-O? And we are going to talk about everything wrong with Christianity. I know, touchy, but before I go any further, show of hands of everyone who's a Christian in this room. That's good. That's what I want to see. You know why? Because the religion is not the problem. The problem is all the crazy-ass nut jobs that blow it out of proportion and make it look really bad. Yeah. They're always taking the teachings of the Bible in a literal sense instead of metaphorically. Let's look at some such accurate stories of the Bible, shall we? Let's start at the very beginning, the book of Genesis. At the start of Genesis, God made the world as we know it in 7 days. And on the 4th day, God created the sun. Now think about that for a second. On the 4th day, God created the sun. How the hell could 4 days have passed if there was no sun? And in the New Testament, it just gets even better. Let's talk about the Virgin Mary a little bit. Let's reenact that day, shall we? So Mary and Joseph sitting in their house. Mary is freaking out because she is now bearing the child of God, and Joseph is trying to calm her down. All of a sudden, Joseph's buddy from work pops his head into the window. Hey, Jojo! I heard you took my advice on having sex with Mary in her sleep, huh? Way to go! Oh, hey, Mary. How are you, honey? Okay, good to see you. Bye, Jojo. Good luck. I bet you didn't know that men in Israel had Italian accents, did you? And you know, Jesus grows up, and you know, Jesus Christ, really, really nice fella, but I don't think he was a miracle worker. I think he was just a lot smarter than everyone else. Like the time he turned water into wine. I watched this reenactment where he sucks the water into this long clay pipe and then moves it to an empty pitcher and spits the water out as wine. How do we know Jesus didn't have some chewed up grapes in his mouth? And what about the time he made his disciple Peter walk on water? I think Jesus was the only one who knew what the hell a sandbar was. Yes, Peter, come, my disciple, walk forward. Wait. Take like 3 baby steps to your left. Okay, now walk towards me and believe in me. So do you see what I'm getting at? Because a lot of crazy in the Christian community don't. I mean, don't you just love it when they protest with those mean signs, like in all caps, God hates. Right. Yeah, exactly. You know, homos burn in hell. I mean, last I checked, the two most important teachings of Jesus were love thy neighbor and do unto others as you want done unto you. Don't you just love how the self-proclaimed true Christians completely ignore that? And you want to know what they're basing this on? They are basing this on 3 sentences of the Old Testament. Yeah, 3 sentences of the Old Testament completely override the entire New Testament. That makes perfect sense. And it just so happens that I have said sentences right here. I will read it for you all, seductively. Leviticus 18. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is detestable. Leviticus 20. If a man has sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman, both of them have done what is detestable. They are to be put to death, and their blood will be on their own heads. Does anyone else that notice that God only seems to address gay men? Does that mean he's totally cool with lesbians? I mean, we do refer to God as a he, and that would make him a man, so... But hey, just for fun, let's read another passage from the Old Testament, shall we? Deuteronomy 22. But if the thing is true, that evidence of virginity was not found in the young woman, then they shall bring out the young woman to the door of her father's house, and the men of her city shall stone her to death, because she has done an outrageous thing in Israel by whoring in her father's house, so you shall purge the evil from your midst. Shit. If my memory of high school serves me correctly, every girl that I've ever known, past and present, should be dead. But do you see Christians enforcing this law? No. I mean, the Holy Bible is 3,000 years old. I think it's time for an upgrade. The Holy Bible XP, the Holy Bible Vita, the Holy Bible 1, something. And is anyone else getting really tired of seeing all the praise of Pope Francis? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do admire that he's been feeding the poor out of his own pocket. That does deserve admiration and praise. But what everyone seems to completely forget is that one of the first statements he made after being signed in is that a child who is being raised by a homosexual couple is a victim of child abuse. Yeah, this coming from a man who on a daily basis wears a white dress, a sparkling hat, and carries a disco stick. I also disagree with the statement. I think children who are raped by the priests and bishops and then threatened with eternal damnation if they tell their parents is child abuse. Thank you. And allow me to make a personal comparison to emphasize my point further. I don't like asparagus. Can't stand the stuff. But I know there's a lot of people out there who do like asparagus. Does that mean I'm going to tell them that they are wrong? No, because having a preference different from my own does not make them wrong. So, hey homophobes, here's an idea. If you don't like gay marriage, then how about you individually do not have a gay marriage? Meanwhile, leave us, those of us with a different opinion from yours, the hell alone and let us be happy. Be proud, stay gay, and love one another. Thank you, U-N-O!